welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a reading wrap up of the books that I have read in the last couple months, as well as a currently reading. So let's get started. The first book that I've read in the last couple months was The Patient by James DeWitt. This book I went into with pretty average expectations. I heard some really good things and some really negative things, but I just kind of wanted to give it a go myself. It's about a hotshot new psychiatrist who thinks he can fix this super dangerous patient that doesn't even get treatment anymore because everyone who tries to treat him ends up dying in one way or another. And it actually was going really well. I was enjoying it until I guess the last third of it. The ending did not work for me at all, which I guess I should have anticipated, since the Goodreads review or the Goodreads summary said that fans of Sarah Pinborough's Behind Her Eyes would enjoy it, and I didn't enjoy that ending, and I was just really disappointed with the ending. It did not work for me at all. I did enjoy the majority of it, so I do think I ended up giving it 3 stars, so it was fine. Next book that I picked up was Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia, and I picked this one up because there was just so much hype going on about it in BookTube, and I just wanted to see what it was all about for myself, and I really enjoyed it. One thing that always gets under my skin in any horror book is when we have a main female character and she pretty much knows what's going on, or she keeps seeing all these horrible things or hearing these things, but all the men keep telling her that, oh, she's just being emotional or she's being crazy or blah blah blah, and we know she's right. And I have a love-hate relationship with it. Like, it drives me crazy, but I guess I enjoy seeing it in books. I don't know, it's weird, but I did really enjoy it. The only reason I didn't give this one 5 stars is because the romance aspect in it did not work for me at all. I feel like it was really forced, and literally anytime she was thinking to herself about this guy, she was insulting him and talking about how she didn't like him in one way or the other, and I don't know, the romance seemed weird to me. And other than that, it was fantastic, and I gave it 4 stars. The next one that I read was The Luminous Dead by Caitlin Sterling. I was extremely disappointed in this one. I had just been hearing fantastic things about this book forever, and I love claustrophobic horror. As Above, So Below. The movie terrifies me, like just the cave scenes. Not even the things that are supposed to be scary. It's really like the cave scenes that terrify me the most because I'm claustrophobic. So I'm like, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be right up my alley. It wasn't. I never got any claustrophobic feelings from it, and it was so repetitive. The same thing kept happening to her over and over again, and you know, I get that she was backtracking and stuff, but maybe like the first couple times I was still invested in it, but after, you know, the 5th or 6th time, I was done. I wasn't scared or creeped out or claustrophobic at all, so I was really disappointed. And again, we have another really forced relationship. There's no reason for these two people in this book to get together at all, and they didn't make any sense to me, and it felt very forced. I gave it 3 stars, but honestly, thinking back, it was probably more of a 2-star for me, so I did not enjoy that one. Then I listened to And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie as an audiobook, and it was fantastic. The 10 Little Soldiers poem that is like relevant throughout was amazing. I loved it. It was very creepy. Even though there were so many characters, I still felt really invested, and I felt like I knew which one was which and stuff, and it was so good. It shouldn't be a shock that it was so good. It's a very popular book, but yeah, I gave it 5 stars, and I definitely need to be reading more Agatha Christie soon. The next book that I read was The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. I actually listened to this as an audiobook as well. I really enjoyed it. I it's another one I picked up because of all the hype around it. And while I did really enjoy it, I guess I didn't enjoy it quite as much as maybe some other people did, because I was listening to it from my library and the audiobook did get returned like twice before I had time to finish it. So while I was enjoying it, I guess I never like really had the urge to, like, any second I have, I'm gonna be listening to this book because it's so good. I did enjoy it. I really enjoyed Kelsier and I enjoyed Vin, and I'm going to continue the series. However, there are just a few other series right now that I'm reading that I want to get to first, but I did enjoy that one and I gave it 4 stars. The next one I read was A House at the Bottom of a Lake by Josh Malerman. I did not like this at all. It was supposed to be a horror. It was not horror. It wasn't creepy at all. It was like this weird love story, and I did not like either of the characters. They were both very boring and did things that didn't make sense, and all the dialogue was so cringy. It like, I listened to it as an audiobook and I was like embarrassed just listening to it. It was so bad. Also, there was never any timeline given, but I do feel like a lot of the things that they did would take a lot longer than just one summer, like scuba diving lessons and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure it takes a lot longer to do than just one summer, and I can suspend my belief for those things in books. However, if I'm not enjoying the book, I'm going to start being a little more nitpicky, and that was one thing that I didn't like. And just the whole story was terrible. I gave this 1 star. I have also read Bird Box by Josh Malerman, and I only thought it was okay. I wasn't blown away by it at all. I can't remember, but I feel like I gave it 3 stars. I think I'm probably just not going to pick anything up by him from now on. I think maybe he just doesn't work for me because, man, I really hated this book. At least it was a short book. I didn't waste too much time on it. And the last book I finished recently is The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. I have been looking for another really great series to get into, and I have found it. I absolutely loved this book. I was very invested. I tore through it. I just finished it like a day or so ago, and I'm already 3/4 of the way through the second one. I'm almost done with that one. I'll be finishing it. Oh, I just gave away the next part in like a day or two. But I love Glokta. I feel like we all probably love Glokta, and which is great because he's the reason I picked this up in the first place. Once I found out that one of our POVs is a torturer, I was like, yes, I have to have that. I have to give that a try. And I was not disappointed. So I gave this one 4 stars. Loved it. So those are all the books I've been reading that I've finished recently. I'm currently reading Before They're Hanged by Joe Abercrombie, which is the second book in the First Law trilogy. I am almost done with that. I'll probably be finishing it today, like I said. I'm also going to be reading Wool by Hugh Howey very soon. Scott over at Book Invasion is doing a read-along where he is reading the whole trilogy, and they're doing a book a month, and he did a giveaway, and I won the giveaway, so thank you very much, Scott, for that. I am so excited. I can't wait to get it in the mail. They're doing a book a month, which I love, since I don't feel like I am pressured to read it super duper fast. I feel like I have plenty of time to get through it, especially since I'm going to be a couple days behind just because I'm waiting for it in the mail. But I'm super excited about that, so you guys should go over to his channel and check it out and participate in his read-along. It seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Other than that, that is all I have for you guys, and I will see you again soon. Bye.